This is a topic that I get a lot of questions about typically. People want to be able to send pictures, and a lot of times they want to send them in the body of the message as opposed to as an attachment. But let me show you both ways. Lots of different things that we can do for adding an image or any type of document actually to your email. But one of the most common is to send it as an attachment. And to do that, we just click Attach File. And then we can go in here and we can find our image, whatever it might be. And this would apply to not only pictures, but also other files that you want to send. Let's go ahead and select me and Ariana. And we'll do Insert. And what happens is that picture gets attached as an attachment. So it's kind of going along with the email, but it's not really a part of it. If the person that you're sending to happens to be using Outlook, then it's not going to really be a big deal because they can click on it and they can get the preview of it. But sometimes we really want the message, we really want the picture to be right inside, right in line with, the text itself. For example, let's go ahead and get rid of that line right there. We'll get rid of all those. And then we'll put Ariana and I loved them. And then now we want we want that picture to show up right here. The way that we do that is by going over to the Insert tab. But first, let's go ahead and select the attached file, hit the delete button, that gets rid of it. Then we'll go back here. You have to make sure you click exactly where you want the picture inserted. Then we'll go up to Insert, go over to Picture, and then we will find that same file. There we go. Click Insert, and there it is. Now, once it's in, we can resize it. See the little circles in the corners? Those are handles. Let's go ahead and click and drag to resize. You can also rotate. They give you really, in Office 2007, they give you a lot more flexibility and power with pictures like this, because now not only can I send this picture, but I can make this look a lot fancier. I can select a picture style up here. Maybe I just want a small border. Maybe I just want a little drop shadow on it or some type of reflection. Lots of really interesting things that we can do here. You can also move it around after the fact. So let's give ourselves a little bit more room here. And I can click and drag. Notice that I'm getting the little dashed cursor there, the dotted cursor. That's showing me where I'm going to insert this. So let's say I want it right here instead. You release the mouse button and it gets moved there. Now, in addition to that, let's click Text Wrapping. And let's just do Behind Text. And if we do this, this is going to allow us to actually drop it. Notice I don't have that cursor anymore, the little dotted cursor. I can really drop this wherever I want it now. And it is going to appear behind the text. Now, sometimes that might make it difficult to read, so you got to be careful. But anyhow, the flexibility for that is there. And I'll go ahead and show you one more thing about pictures. If you happened to, maybe you got something in the picture that you didn't really want to show, you can crop it inside of Outlook. Is that not very interesting? I mean, they give you just tons of flexibility here. Let's grab the crop tool, and I'm just going to kind of click and drag these corners here to pull it in a little bit tighter on me and the little girl. And we're just going to say that is good. That's going to help you, to be able to send that and limit your file size because you're sending a smaller file. Let me go ahead and turn that off by clicking on it again. And now if I resize, look at that. It's resizing the crop along with it. So really some great tools available to you here with respect to pictures. Now, I will mention that whenever you're doing pictures like this, if you embed them inside of the email message, then your format has to be HTML or rich text. You cannot send something like this right here as plain text. So if you're going to have pictures in the email, you have to use HTML or rich text. Let's make sure that's selected. I'm going to hit the delete key to get rid of that picture. You can also click and drag files onto a message And that's another way to, set it up as an attachment. A lot of times it's real easy, especially if you have something on your desktop. You can just, instead of doing any of this, insert or do the attach file or anything like that, all you have to do, I'm going to go off screen now, and I'm going to click and drag a file. It's the same one, actually. And I'm going to click and drag it over here and release, and it gets added as an attachment. So that's another way that we can add files as an attachment to a message. Up next, we will take a look at some of these other options over here that we can insert into a message.